Hi, guys. I wanted to cover a topic here that you might find very disturbing. I, even myself, was not aware of this until a news story broke on my local Channel 4 news station. I go there to check the weather, the local radar, that sort of thing. And I ran across a story that was in their today's headlines in the lineup. And I looked at this story and I was just flabbergasted by what it said. There are several states where by law you can legally marry a minor child. I never knew this. How is this even possible? It says Minnesota, Pennsylvania, New Jersey, and Delaware are the only states where 18 is the legal age to get married. All the rest of them are below that age. For the other states, the legal age varies significantly. The legal age is 17 in 10 states, while 21 other sets the standards at 16, 21 other states. In Maryland, Hawaii, and Kansas, the legal age is 15. North Carolina and Alaska allow marriage at 14. Several states, such as California and Washington, which is no surprise here, don't have a legal minimum age even specified. So, North Carolina and Alaska basically have the lowest that are specified at the age of 14. Somehow I thought maybe Kentucky would be on that list, but for 14, but that's just crazy. So, where do you go and have your honeymoon? In a tree fort? How do you even drive anywhere? You're not even old enough to drive. You're not old enough to vote. You're not old enough to drink. You're not old enough to smoke, but you're old enough to get married and have a honeymoon. I don't get it. And what about the other spouse? Like if it's a 14-year-old boy or a 14-year-old girl, what about the other person? What if they're like 60? Does it matter? Obviously, I guess not. As long as they're within these ages, I guess it's legal. I never knew this, and this has been going on for a very, very long time. And I did not know this, but even my state of New York, I've lived here for 50 years and I didn't even know this, that you can legally marry at the age of 17. I can barely remember being 17. When I was 17, I was doing all kinds of crazy stuff. No way in hell was I mature enough to be making choices like getting married at the age of 17. How far would you get being married at that age? Because even if you are working at the age of 17, you're going to be making such a crap wage. You're not going to be able to afford anything. Where are you going to live? With your mom and dad? With your 14-year-old wife? Ma, I need to borrow the car keys. Honey, you're not old enough to drive. Yeah, but my wife wants to go to the movies. It's crazy. And this is just one example of God knows how many of just how screwed up this world is. Not just this nation, but the whole damn planet. People are so screwed up and have been for so long and probably always will be. And I'm sure it will get worse. Just like if you got the flu and you go out in a snowstorm, it's not going to improve. It just gets worse. People. I sometimes don't know what to think about people. I have my opinions, but I'll keep it to myself. You guys don't really want to know. But sometimes the more I'm around people, the more I'd rather be around a pet. Seems like the only thing that's got any logic in this world are animals. It just blows my mind. Some of the things that the news just throws out there. And I'll bet, like myself, the majority of people that live in these various states that have different age allowances probably aren't even aware of any of this. I don't even know how that could be legal because technically in two states that you can marry at the age of 14 and you're a minor, isn't that like being a pedophile? I mean, how is it that's legal? You know, I mean, for crying out loud, 17 is the legal age to get married in the state of New York. But yet, if at 50 years old, if I was with a 17-year-old girl, my ass would be going to jail if I was camping with a 17-year-old girl. Oh, wait a minute, officer, I'm going to marry her. She's legal age. Cop would be like, yeah, right. It's just crazy. So, how does that work? How can you do one thing and not the other? Myself, I don't think any of those ages are old enough to get married. They are not old enough to drive, to drink, to smoke, to vote. Hell, if it was up to me and I was a lawmaker, you wouldn't be able to drive until you're at least 30 because there's a lot of dipshits on the road out there everywhere, every day. You'd have to be at least 30 before you could drink. My opinion, I think they should wait until they're 40 because a lot of people really don't know anything until they hit 40. There'd be a lot of things that would be changed if I was a lawmaker. I'd have the whole damn country mad at me. Too bad. Nuts. It's absolutely nuts. What the stuff, you look at the news and it's enough to make you want to kill yourself. It's just unbelievable the stuff, the crap they put on there. And the fact that it's true. I mean, it's one thing if it was fiction, but it's actually true. And the fact that California and Washington has no minimum age specified. That's kind of scary. Somebody should look into that. Somebody should really look into that and find out what is the deal with them because we all know how California is just beyond screwed up, backwards, upside down, and corrupt and so out there and out of touch with reality. It's not even funny. Still waiting for that earthquake to snap it off and let that chunk of shit slide right into the ocean. All these states, every state has corruption. All these states have problems. There isn't really one better than the other if you think about it. They're all run by the same type of mindsets. You've got them in there somewhere, whether they're at the state level, the county level, the city level. Unbelievable. Anyway, just thought I'd bring that little bit of tidbit stuff to your information today, you guys, because God knows we can't get through a day without something that just makes you say, what in the hell is going on? There you go. There's another one. Thanks for watching, you guys, and we'll see you again. Bye-bye.